Since 2014, Mississippi is a state that requires photographic identification in order to cast a ballot, whether that be in your polling place in person on Election Day, or if you're casting an absentee ballot in the circuit clerk's office before Election Day. Mississippi is one of the most liberal states in the United States insofar as the forms of identification which may be presented by a voter in order to cast a ballot. Mississippi has designated categories, 11 different categories of identification which may be used to cast a ballot, which includes all driver's licenses from all states, firearms licenses, tribal identification, passports, or virtually any form of identification that contains a photo of the voter issued by a local, state, or federal governmental entity. The list is limitless insofar as how many different types of photo ID a voter may present in their polling place. Virtually in the state of Mississippi, most Mississippians utilize their driver's license, or sometimes a public school teacher identification card, or a veterans or military voter identification card. These, of course, contain photos of the voters, and so long as they were issued no greater than 10 years past the date that they are being presented in the polling place, they may be used, regardless of whether or not they're still effective for purposes of driving or any other purpose. Remember, your photo, though, no matter how old the identification may be, still must look like you. So even if you're trying to use an identification that's 20 to 30 years old, poll workers may have a problem determining whether or not that photo depicts you. In the state of Mississippi, if you forgot your photo identification or if you fail to bring a photo ID which is not within one of our categories, you are still entitled to vote. No one in Mississippi should ever deny you the ability to cast a ballot in your polling place or by absentee ballot in your circuit clerk's office. In this instance, if you've forgotten your ID or do not have a form of ID that matches our criteria, you'll be asked to cast a paper affidavit ballot. This is simply a paper ballot which is placed into an envelope and deposited directly into the ballot box. So long as you return to your circuit clerk's office within 5 business days after the date of the election, so 7 calendar days, and you show a photo ID, or you even obtain the Mississippi Voter ID card, which is a free photo ID provided by the state of Mississippi to voters who have no other photo ID. Within that 5 business days, your vote will be counted. If you fail to return, however, your vote will be rejected. So please be sure to ensure that you have a photo ID that will be sufficient to be used on Election Day, or if you have none, visit any one of our circuit clerks in all 82 counties or 92 offices statewide and obtain the free Mississippi Voter ID card. Transportation is available if you'd like to call the Mississippi Secretary of State's office, where we can arrange free transportation to and from your circuit clerk's office to obtain the free Mississippi Voter ID card. Also, if you are a member of a religious have a religious affiliation that precludes you from having your picture taken, you too are eligible to vote in your polling place or by absentee ballot by an affidavit ballot. What you must do, though, after the election is return to the circuit clerk's office and cast an affidavit of religious objection, which will ensure that your ballot is accepted. For more information about Mississippi Voter ID, you may, of course, visit sos.ms.gov or the Mississippi Voter ID site that's dedicated specifically to Mississippi Voter ID, the free Mississippi Voter ID card, and the free transportation program to provide citizens the ability to get to their circuit clerk's office to obtain the free Mississippi Voter ID card.